Hello there. What is going on, everyone? Today we are going to be talking about the results of the recent holiday painting contest that I've been holding in Discord. I will do painting contests a couple of times a year, and they're a way to get you guys to get involved and share some of your paint jobs, whether they're pre-existing or brand new paint jobs. And usually there's some type of theme. Sometimes the theme is just completely open, free paint, do whatever you want. This time, the theme was holiday 2023. It was, whether it be Christmas paintings or some other kind of December themed holiday, was the theme for this year's painting contest. Now, that doesn't mean that these submissions had to be on theme exactly. There's definitely a lot of flexibility as far as all of that. So, I mean, honestly, and you can enter whatever you want. And that's what I always tell people: enter anything you want, but you have a higher chance of getting noticed and getting placed if you are on theme. So, with all that said, what does the winner win? Well, it's the winner gets a very illustrious prize. They get to become an Artisan of Fate, which is a special role in Discord that is given only to people who win the painting contests. And since there's only a couple of these a year, there's not very many Artisans of Fate. So it's a way to kind of show off a little bit, and it's fun. It's a fun thing to be able to do. So with all that being said, I want to just showcase some of these painting contest winners. Now, I'm not going to be showing you everything. Also, with a lot of these submissions, there are multiple photos, so I'll only grab one to talk about, and this is not one of them. This was just one of mine that I kind of started the contest off with. Now, if you are a member of our Discord, then you've probably seen these already. You've probably seen some of the other contests. We have a whole section called Old Contests. And there's what I'm looking at, like I think we have 7 or 8 of them in there right now of previous painting contests. It's a great fun to be able to go back through and look at all the different submissions from all the older contests that we've had. The 2023, which was in current contests, is moving down into the old contests section, but you'll still be able to see it there. New contests are going to be, we'll go into the current contests area. That's also where we do giveaways and things like that in Discord. If you're not already in our Discord, make sure you click the links down in the video description below. And while you're at it, make sure you click that subscribe button, like the video, share the video, click that bell for alerts so you don't miss when new content is coming out, and all of that great stuff. You can also head over to Crabbok.com and check out some of our awesome content over there. Free content for Legion AI expansion, Armada AI expansion. There's also been other, like Ultimate Epic Encounters for Legion, some other content and title expansions and different things like that for Armada. So lots of bonus content that's over on Crabbok.com for you guys as well. So you can check all that stuff out, and that's totally free. Subscriptions to the YouTube channel are also free. Currently, limited time. Let's get them while they last. They're free. I'm handing them out. Everybody gets one. You can get one. Act now. Buy one, get 2 free. You have one for your mom and for your dad. All right, let's go ahead. I want to talk about some awesome submissions. Not all of the submissions are mentioned. There's plenty of awesome submissions that I didn't cover. I just want to get a couple. Starting off with some snow troopers, which always make me think of holidays. Rev Kev submitted these awesome snow troopers based in lots of snow. They're painted very, very well. So I really like these. Very canonical, very cold. They look very cold, and it's even though Christmas and New Year's are over at this point, it's still very cold. There's lots of snow falling all around the globe. Well, maybe not all around the globe because there's different hemispheres, so some parts are more tropical this time of year, but all around the United States at least. So there's it's very cold. But yeah, it's. Snow troopers are kicking butt, and they work both because they are they're canonical, and they're also I view them as seasonal and holiday because they totally work for that. Next up, the Real Neil has some Space Marines. I believe I don't know if these are 40K or Age of Sigmar. I think they're 40K. I don't know all my 40K factions that well. I mean, obviously there's some kind of chapter of Space Marine or something like that, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm incorrect. But that's what they certainly look like to me. But I kind of like the white and red. It's very festive. It's very, and they're painted really well too. They look super cool, super groovy. Nice job, Real Neil 99. If you are, and also the white there is definitely keeping in with the snowy spirit. If you are cold, come on into the inn and make yourself warm by the fire and order some bread and some ale. Mikularist 001 has this awesome innkeep. Really fantastic paint job on this guy too. Great face. Faces are like the hardest thing to do. It's one of the reasons why I love painting Mandalorians, because you don't have to paint the face. But goodness, the look in the eyes on this one are really spectacular. You can see this in high resolution if you want to go into the Discord and take a look there. You can kind of click on them, view them, in higher resolution, and really take a look at some of these fantastic paint jobs. But really nice job here. Moving over to Wintercross with, I want to say Eldar. Is that Eldar? I think that's an Eldar. Very cool. Very much painted with the kind of Christmassy colors. Kind of got the Santa cloak going on there with the green robe. Very cool. And then also white and gold too. It's just like, it makes me think, oh my gosh, this is like all the Christmas colors, all of the holiday festivities that I can imagine. Great job there, Wintercross. Very groovy. Moving forward, with, honestly, I don't know if this is a Tyrannid or if this is even, I don't even know if this is like from Aliens or what. I don't know. If you guys know what kind of creature this is, let me know down in the comments. I love the snowy base, kind of keeping it more festive. Plus, it's got some red on it, so it kind of works, And frankly, it doesn't matter if it works or not. But it's kind of bonus points because it's you don't have to be completely on theme. If you're at least partially on theme, I'm giving you credit for it. So nice job with this this terrible nightmare fuel. It's definitely something. It's something wild and crazy and kind of scary. Just kind of scary. A little scary. A little scary. Yeah. All right. Moving forward. Luke Reddy submitted some TIE Interceptors from X-Wing. Very nice with some of the green and some of the gold on here. We're getting a couple of holiday colors and nice little metallic paint job on these two. You're getting 2 for 1 in this photo, which is also a very cool thing. Nice job, Luke. Next up, we've got Jake submitted a very cool tank. Now this Saber Tank has definitely holiday colors. There's some gold and some green and red. And green and red really kind of do it, right? If you got green and red, like that's like a super easy way to make sure you are on theme. And of course, we got our clone trooper gunner sitting up in there, ready to, or the TC perhaps, ready to take out some separatist droids. Next up is Stormwalker. I think you got the wrong holiday. It's not 4th of July weekend at the beach, but points, A for effort. Very fun. I wouldn't be caught dead in a bikini this time of year. Maybe catch me around summer. Who knows? Who knows? The funny thing about this one too, looking at the colors on this one with like the red hair and then the like that particular shade of blue for the outfit. For some reason, I was thinking like before my brain processed it all the way. I was like, "Are you doing Lion-O from the Thundercats?" And then it was just like this first. But every time I see this one, like because the color scheme, and I think it's because the skin is kind of like the whole color palette really matches Lion-O. And I'm a big Thundercats fan. I'm wearing a Thundercats t-shirt today, right? So. Big Thundercats fan, and so like the color palette's perfect, on point for Lion-O, even though it doesn't look like Lion-O. The colors are tricking my brain every time I look into this to think Lion-O. So it's just, I don't know. If anybody out there's a Thundercats fan, let me know if you thought the same thing when you looked at this. I don't know. Maybe it's just a me thing. I don't know. Sometimes that can happen. It can happen. You have weird little things like that sometimes. Arden gives us a pretty cool Space Marine. I'm not sure what particular kind of Space Marine. I don't know if you modded this one or not, but I'm digging all the extra apparatus on top. Little blades and saws and little doodads and whirligigs. And he's holding a canister of something. And it's also green. So maybe is it festive goo? Meant to, maybe he's populating a world with Christmas trees for for the Emperor. I don't know. I don't know what's happening there. But we got some gold and we got some red on here, plus with the green. Of course, you can always tell a story with your paint jobs and your miniatures, and you have a lot of fun with it. And so I thought that this was a really cool submission. Also, some nice base work on this as well. Nice job, Arden. Big Ben has a nasty little Persuader tank here that is kind of evoking a little bit of like Rudolph and the reindeer pulling the sleigh. I don't know if the B1s are kind of evoking that, like they're pulling the tank, or if the tank is just transporting them and their like presents for all the little boys and girls. Or rather, all the little clones. But that's a lot. I don't know if those are like just kind of resting on there, or if you actually glued a whole unit of B1s to that tank. Because like that's the dedication, just to take a whole B1 unit and just be like, these are all basing material. So that's pretty fun. And Guderian has this thing. All right, so I had to look this up. Apparently it's a Tyranid Hormogonaut on a dumpster fire. I thought this was an alien at first, but I love this. I love the way the fire. You can see it on there. The OSL is really good on this one. At first when I looked at this, I thought you had LEDs in the fire shining like red light on the miniature. Which is definitely. But it just looks really cool. It's a really nice job. He's jumping out. He's scaring everybody, and he's beautiful. So really nice job, Guderian. All right, we're on to our top three now. So these are I've narrowed it down to three. It's not really the easiest thing to do because these are all fantastic submissions. But it's and I want to thank everybody for submitting everything that, even if I didn't, if it didn't make it into this video, I'm sorry. There's only so many that I can pick and have time to talk about without turning it into like an hour-long video. But I do thank you all so much for submitting your awesome photos. It's very cool. And again, I don't care if they're like world-class quality or if it's your first time. I just love to see the submissions in there. So I thank everybody who submitted. Now, Badin is, if you can tell by that beautiful, like kind of, I don't know what color that is, that fuchsia, that bright, beautiful color. But Badin is a previous winner of the Artisan of Fate title. Always has fantastic submissions into our contests, and here we've got a nasty Wookiee. This is one of the newer Wookiees with those dreadlocks. As you can see, a lot of detail on this, but he's like snow covered. I don't know if is he an older Wookiee that is like kind of leading younger Wookiees, and his hair is turned kind of gray, or has he camouflaged himself fighting in the winters of Kashyyyk, getting ready to surprise some stormtroopers or any invading force, maybe some Trandoshan bounty hunters. And he's coming, like rising up from the snow, and he's like, maybe he's normally brown furred, but he's just completely covered in snow. There's a lot of different scenarios for this guy. I love that you're seeing some of the snow on the swords too. Really great paint job on this. Great job, Badin. Badin has actually a couple of other things that are in there. Again, I don't get to everything. Even the really expert painters like Badin, I don't get to everything in this video. So if you didn't make it in here, don't feel too bad. Up to number 2, PKB has these. I want to say salamanders, right? Again, I don't know. All of my chapters, I'm not super. I'm not an expert on 40K, but I believe these are salamanders, or at least green space marines. Maybe they're just Santa's space marines, but they look fantastic. And I mean, the color scheme was completely on point. These are expertly painted. They're also based. They have really nice shading even on the weapons. Something I really like is like guns are so often just painted black, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's a really nice extra detail when you can put a lot of paint, different paint applications on your weapons. And these bolters are really, really nice. I think the guns, basically the guns are really, really nice. So very cool, even though I see some muzzles that aren't drilled. So, which is, I don't even know if that's a thing, but when I first started putting some Space Marines together, I got a lot of comments. I'm like, you better drill your muzzles. You better drill your muzzles. I'm like, who cares? I don't know. But apparently that's a thing. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have much of an opinion on it either way. I don't even remember if I drilled my muzzles or not. I'm gonna have to go check. But PKB, great job on these Space Marines. They are definitely in the holiday spirit, and they're groovy as heck. All right, ready for our number one. Now, the number one is it may not be fair because it was just too cute. It's too cute. Mary CK05 comes in with this amazing piece right here. This thing, and again, you're gonna have to see. There's more photos of this. I didn't put them all up here, but this is one you want to check out in detail. It's a beautiful diorama. It's a beautiful piece. The base is painted. The rim is painted. That's another thing of mine. It's like a pet peeve sometimes when somebody doesn't like kind of paint like the rim of their base, you know. So, but that's good. And it's Grogu, and Grogu's like, maybe this is where he, like his first Christmas with Mando after like all the craziness has ended, and then he's sitting there with Din Djarin, and he's having his little soup. And what's so cool about this too is that he painted Grogu in little Santa colors, and his outfit like works perfectly for it. This is just like it and it's painted well too. It's painted so like it's incredibly on theme. It's also on theme with the channel being Star Wars and also being holiday, and it's painted extremely well, and the basing is extreme. It's just fantastic. It was just a total package. Congratulations, Mary CK05. You are the latest artisan of fate. Congratulations, and that is gonna do it for this video, guys. I want to thank you all so much. Be on the lookout for more painting contests in the future, and head over into Discord and check out all of these for yourselves. They are exquisite. They are fantastic, and you can also check out all the older painting contests as well. It's always fun to go back through them and look at some of the great submissions. We're gonna do another one here, not too distant future. I think we'll be doing another one here in the first quarter of 2024, and I think I'm taking submissions. Let me know some of your submissions. I have a couple of ideas, but I want to hear some of your thoughts for the next painting contest. What should the theme be, or should there be no theme? Because I'm kind of leaning a little bit more towards open theme, but I still want to hear some thoughts. Let me know down in the comments section. Also, let me know some of the things that you thought about these awesome paint jobs. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Big thanks to my patrons. You guys are out of this world and help make this whole channel possible. Thank you so much for your continued support. I will talk to you later. May the force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. The spice must flow, so say we all, and always wash your socks.